But also, I'm quite shocked to see how often it doesn't make the news. Like, there's been, for coward punch assaults, they've killed 127 Aussies since 2000, which is absolutely staggering numbers. And the suggestion was often that men and alcohol don't mix. And now they're discovering that there's even more with illicit drug use as well.
Correct. A big meth bust in WA recently, and meth has now. So we've teamed up with some incredible people. So the campaign has formed a board. It's 120% non-profit. No one gets paid a zack. It's a labour of love, and it's been a long time. But it's really something that we're all passionate about. I'm particularly passionate about. Is I think I fought for a living. And, I think people have every right to defend themselves. I think our society is losing its mind. If someone is going to pick on you or going to attack you, you have every right to defend yourself with as much physical force as necessary, because it's not your problem. It's the perpetrator, it's the person who's trying to pick on you's problem. But this unnecessary cowardice where people are just whacking people for no reason who don't even know it's coming. So the deaths are tragic, Kymba, but the amount of people who have been maimed seriously for life, who are rendered helpless and can't look after themselves, can't fend for themselves, and have to live in a home or live with family for the rest of their lives, those numbers are staggering, and they're the numbers that are more impacting in our community on the wealth and on the health system and the welfare system. So that's something that the campaign's trying to counteract as well.
Yeah, Greenie became an even bigger problem, and even probably more exacerbated in places like Melbourne who've been locked up for longer. But here in the West, we all of a sudden notice a lot of news reports from Northbridge about trouble when people were allowed to go out again. They might have been locked up at home for 6 or 8 weeks. There are certain times when it's more of a problem, isn't it?
It is, mate. And what you alluded to before, Kymba, was very true. The meth has become a real problem. Alcohol's always been a problem in our society.
Yeah.
But, look, we all get drunk and go out and don't whack people. It's the person. It's the human being. So just alcohol doesn't make you do those things. It's how you're wired. And methamphetamine actually is a lot worse because we all know the Scourge and the scumbags and the amount of people that are being, hurt and killed and maimed because of methamphetamine. So that's a real problem that the Cowards Punch campaign is also trying to target. But it's the people, it's the person who is wired to do that.
Clairsy, Matt and Kymba in the morning.